I used to dread wash day for my son. Not because I don't love him, but because watching his hair snap while I detangle it, that broke me. And honestly, it was breaking him too. Because if wash day is long and painful, a kid can't push through that. They check out. They start dreading it as much as you do. His hair is fine for C hair, thin strands but medium density, so there's a lot to it. It looks thick, but every strand is delicate, and I was treating his hair like I would treat mine. The products, the technique, the detangling, I was doing it all wrong. But here is what I learned. Detangling his hair before the shower with a product that has serious sleep changed everything. Wash day is faster, his hair is keeping its length, and he's not fighting me anymore. Let me show you exactly what I do. Hi and welcome to Lane's Fab Lane. If this is your first time here, welcome. On this channel I talk about natural hair, my journey, what I've learned, and now what I'm learning from my son's hair too. I've been natural for over 5 years and I have 4B, 4C high porosity hair. I know exactly what my hair likes, how much tension it can handle. So when I started doing my son's hair, I used that same playbook. To be honest, it wasn't working. His strands are thinner than mine. Each one is fragile, but his density is medium. There's still a lot of hair on his head, so it's easy to fool yourself into thinking his hair is thick and sturdy. It is not. Here's the thing about fine 4C hair, it deceives you. Now my son has extremely curly fine strands with medium density, and he's also high porosity. So his hair looks full, it looks thick, but its individual strand is delicate. If you pull too hard, it snaps instantly. What I didn't understand at first is that products and techniques have to be chosen for strand type, not density. You can have a full head of hair and still need lightweight, high sleep products because those fine strands can't carry heavy borders and they can't survive rough handling. Now I had to take down mini twist that has been on his hair for like 2 weeks, and first thing I do is to go in with water first to spray his hair before I start taking down his cornrow and mini twist. To be precise, I spray warm water and I am just taking out the old hairstyle without detangling first. Next thing I do is I use my master targeted scalp wash because he's had the style for a long time, just to remove product buildup or any gunk that has been on his hair. And this is also a product that is safe for kids to use. I think that's one of the most important things when it comes to products that I'm using on my kids' hair. It has to be safe for me to use on his hair as well. The Master Targeted Scalp Wash has eucalyptus, tea tree oil, and this is awesome for breaking down product buildup. And I apply this all over his scalp before I start detangling his hair. It also contains witch hazel. Now I detangle his hair before it touches water with a product that has serious sleep. The product has to have sleep, not just moisture, not just conditioning, sleep. Because sleep is what lets your fingers glide through the strands without pulling. If you're dragging, you're breaking, and for a kid, if detangling session hurts, they cannot persevere. They will run from you every wash day. I used flaxseed gel as his pre-poo and I saturate every section. Now when I prepare the flaxseed gel, I add rosemary and I also add olive oil to it before I use it on his hair, and I'm using warm flaxseed gel, and this reduces tension. It reduces the breakage that I experience when I have to detangle his hair before wash day. I'm also careful to detangle his hair, making sure that I'm also detangling in sections. I don't take big chunks, I detangle in sections. And the first thing that I do once I start detangling is using my fingers first. Finger detangling, I can control the tension and I'm not pulling on his strands, but I'm taking my time to finger detangle before I go in with a wide tooth comb or any brush. I was getting this wrong previously. Maybe I would just detangle his hair and try to use a brush and he would cry or he would just whine a lot. Let me walk you through what his wash day looked like before and after. So before, I would detangle in the shower, condition. The conditioner was my sleep agent, and I'll be pulling through soaking wet hair that was tangling more every minute. And his hair is so coily, his hair would shed, it will knot, and I would lose hair that didn't need to be lost, and my son will also be exhausted. But now, once I pre-poo his hair with flaxseed gel and allow it to wait for 15 minutes, and also finger detangling and just being gentle on his hair while he watches TV or one of his favorite shows, the shed hair comes out cleanly. The healthy strands stay, and then when we get to the shower, at that point his hair is already detangled, so wash day is fast. It's like an hour and there are no tears. To be honest, the biggest win isn't the time, it's the length retention. Fine strands break so easily that you can grow hair from the scalp and never see it because the ends keep snapping off. His hair is finally keeping its length, his twists hang lower. I'm not finding broken pieces anywhere, and this hits different. My son doesn't dread wash day anymore. Kids can't push through pain the way adults can. If the process is hard, they check out. They fight you. You end up rushing, which causes more breakage, and it becomes a cycle. Breaking that cycle started with one change, and that was detangling his hair before the shower and using a product that had sleep. Here is another mistake I made. I was using heavy products. I was using thick butters and heavy creams on his hair the way I use on mine, but his fine strands can't carry that weight. The product pulls the strands down, make them clump together, and by morning his hair is tangled again, even in twists, even under a satin bonnet. I noticed that his fine hair tangles more easily because the strands are so light, they wrap around each other easily. Heavy products make that worse by gluing them together. Now I use lightweight moisture only. Flaxseed gel pre-poo for sleep, a light leave-in, and a small amount of oil to seal his protective styles. The thing that I had to stop doing was comparing his hair to mine. My strands are kind of thicker. I can handle heavier products, more tension, a longer routine. He can't, and that is not failure, it's just different hair. I stopped detangling in the shower. I stopped using products that didn't have enough sleep. And I also stopped assuming that because his hair looks full, it can handle rough treatment. When I let go of comparing his journey to mine, I actually started learning his hair. And to be honest, his hair taught me more about mine than I expected because fine hair doesn't forgive mistakes. If your technique is off, it snaps immediately. It's like training with weights. So if you have a child with fine 4C hair or if your hair is fine, here's what I want you to remember. 1. Detangle before the shower on dry hair with a product that has serious sleep. Flaxseed gel works. 2. Let the pre-poo sit for 15 to 20 minutes. Don't rush. The sleep gets better with time, and even leaving the hair with the pre-poo for 20 to 30 minutes before going into wash day makes everything better. The hair is already soft, detangled, so wash day is super fast. 3. Lightweight products only. Fine strands can carry heavy butters and creams. 4. A kid cannot persevere through a painful 2-hour wash day. If the process hurts, they'll fight you. Make it fast and gentle. 5. Stop comparing their hair to yours. Fine hair, medium density, high porosity. Each one means something different. Learn their hair. Once I was done detangling his hair, I applied the pre-poo all over his scalp and allowed him to sit with it as a conditioning step for 20 to 30 minutes before we went into the shower. Stick to the end of the video and I'll be showing you the amount of shed hair that came out after 2 to 3 weeks of having mini twists and braids on his hair. And yeah, this is how I pre-poo and detangle my son's fine 4C hair. It's just amazing how I just learned that his hair is so much more different from mine. And I'm just curious to know, do you have fine 4C hair or does your child? What has been your biggest struggle? Has it been detangling or length retention or just getting through wash day without tears? Drop it in the comments. I read everyone. If this video helped you, please like, share, and subscribe. It really means a lot to me. And if you want to see the 8 habits I stopped doing that transformed my own 4C hair growth, that video is linked right here and will be playing after this. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.